Yo, yo, what's going on? This is episode 4 of the Bro Code Convos. I'm your boy J Dub. That's King Dave as always, and we are here to talk about whatever the hell is on our minds and whatever the hell we want to talk about. No restrictions. Let's get it going. How you doing, Dave?
I am alive and well. How are you, my friend?
Hanging in there, man. Hanging in there. These few weeks have they've been good. Been watching wrestling, been working, been trying to trying to change my life. I'm in $2,000 worth of debt right now, so we're doing great.
But how did that happen?
We're doing great.
Look, we talked.
Uh,
Let's talk about that. How did that happen?
that's life, man. I won't lie to you. I mean, this. I'll cut myself some slack. I'd say about 500 is for pleasure. I bought some tickets recently.
Future
For plane ride.
future reference. Separate pleasure from wrestling. Let's go separate. All right. The pleasure.
Sure. I mean, it's got
pleasure. It sounds like. You know what?
If there's any man on earth spending $500 on that type of pleasure, that man has nothing else to do with his money.
Yeah.
That man is living with his mom. He's 32. He's never had a girlfriend. He busts nuts all day and plays GTA at night. So with me, oh yeah, I came for everybody, all you marks out there. But no,
Damn. Okay.
500, man. 500 is like a plane ticket, some tickets, for an event, and then the rest of it is, just regular stuff, insurance for cars, phone bills, my insurance, car modifications and checkups, as well as school payments. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, man. If this is for anybody out there, if you're ever applying for school, man, do that financial aid like 2 months in advance, man, because it would have been a lot worse. Instead of $2,000 in debt, I would have been like 5,000 easy.
I don't know how.
So
all of that stuff you got to pay for, I'll be working my ass off to work my ass off.
yeah.
Trying to keep up all the payments.
Well, man, I mean, you gotta. The one thing about them is, thank God, there's payment plans, so they don't ask for everything immediately. They only ask for maybe a third or half of it, and mixed in with with student loans. I mean, no, not student loans, financial aid. That really kind of that's pretty much as far as you're gonna go. So a big jump from 5,000 to 2,000. I'm sure a million people in the world right now would want that money for school stuff. And honestly, that's just right now. I mean, there's probably a whole bunch of other stuff that I got to buy throughout the class periods of this summer. So, not looking forward to it, but I'm not buying anything else. I mean, the last purchase I made was to pay off my car. So, I mean, not pay off my insurance. So, right now, man, I'm just gonna be working. That's it. I'm gonna be doing this. I'm gonna be doing other side projects, and then I'm gonna be working at my job as many hours as I can get because it's gonna take a while to pay this off. I won't pay this off until probably September, and that's like the earliest.
Here?
Oh yeah, of this year. Yeah. I'll never got the one rule I always have when it comes to payments for school. I never end the year with payments. So by the end of this year, it's gonna say 000, and hopefully my credit. Hey, I'm not gonna lie though, my credit's looking great. When you do huge purchases on your card, man, and you pay it off instantly, it's great. But I don't know how long this is gonna take. So bear with me. I'll keep you updated for the next couple of weeks, man. But what's going on with you, man? Outside of I'm dealing with debt, car troubles, and other stuff. What's going on with you, man? I mean, how's work? How's home? How's your alcohol addiction that's slowly getting
Not
bigger?
an addiction. I'm chill with that. All right. Only had
You okay,
I'll
buddy?
exaggerate. Only had two. I got another one. My little canister right here, whatever you want to call it.
I drink like one every month. You had more than I have in a month.
I don't know what. I found I work 5 days a week. My days off and I'll be split. But this week, I had the Monday, Tuesday off back to back. I'm just chilling. I'm just asleep. I'm just minding my own business. I don't even leave my room for anything less than the bathroom or food. That's it. I've been enjoying my days off. Besides that, work has been. I went to work Sunday. I don't work Sundays. Felt weird.
Yeah,
Felt weird.
that's the same for me. I work Saturday. I haven't worked a Saturday in like. I mean, I've worked Saturdays in the past, but like I haven't worked the Saturday in the middle of the day. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
my shift would be over at like I don't know, like 3 or like 2 o'clock, but I was there till like 5:30, and I was like, whoa,
Not
this vibe is a lot different.
your usual scheduled day or time. It just feels so weird than what you're used to.
Right, right.
I mean, it was the same time, but it was like a different day that I'm normally off. It was like, okay, it's Sunday, no big deal. Normally it's dead. I forgot it was Mother's Day, so people were still coming out
Mm.
to have the little parties and stuff like that. I still deal with a bunch of pain in the ass, hard headed customers. I'm gonna call them customers. Not even customers, but they didn't pay for the parking. They just want to be there, be assholes, and party and drink. And like it's those type of people are hard headed, will flip at any second. I'm like, dude, find us somewhere else to go, get out, you got 10 minutes, move, and like you're trying to be all big and bad, get out the car and shit. I'm like, dude, this was my day off. I came in on my day off. Don't do this shit right now. Alright. I ain't got time yet. I ain't got time to have to put you on. Come on, man.
Said I came in on my damn day off. He said, "Bro, we're gonna." I ain't gonna lie, man. You're better than me. I mean, every time I've ever been called on my day off, bro, I just look at the phone and I'm like, "Damn!" And then when I see him the next day, I'm scheduled. I'm like, "Man, I did not even see the phone ring. That's crazy, man."
Because when you get job stuff, when you fill out your information, on the application, your address, stuff like that, they know I live 20 minutes away. I can walk. It's 20 minutes.
Oh,
Drive
man.
5 minutes. They know I live close.
I,
And thing is,
I don't think there's any job that I have that I've given my actual phone number, like except for one. Nowadays, if I feel like give them my house number because the phone does not ring.
most jobs when you put in an application, your background information, all that stuff, so they check your your address, your phone number, stuff like that.
Right,
And my situation where me and my aunt who works in that management area,
right.
she works with my bosses and supervisors, so they
Oh,
find out
you
her
know,
too. She doesn't know. She doesn't have a
uh,
filter. She would just tell them everything. I can't get away with anything if I wanted a day
better
off
than me, man.
myself. Anyway,
Be better than me. I would have told him, like, I would have just told mom. I would have been like, no, no, I don't want to go. I was like, yeah, we're in the same home, and yeah, I'm not doing shit. But guess what? I'm gonna sit here and enjoy my day off. You guys have been working my ass for a whole week. You can't find someone else to cover one day, and then on top of it, it's last minute. Like you plan a whole day.
and like I said, my days off are normally split. I work first
Right.
time in a long time. I worked 5 days straight out there, constantly on my feet. It's painful. It's painful. It is. It catches up to you. I've been doing this for so many years. It catches up to you.
Absolutely, man. Welcome to the other side, man. You know, I've been working Monday through Fridays my entire life. It's not the best situation. I mean, honestly, I feel like once you get to like Wednesday or like the halfway point, man, that's when things start getting a little bit easier because that first Monday or Tuesday or like whatever first 2 days you got, those drag the longest. At least in my
They
experience.
drag longest, but those are always the worst nights.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wednesday is always the worst. Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday I hate the most.
Oh man, I love working on Friday. You know why?
Why?
Because it's just so much work that I like to leave the other shifts because I know I'm not going to be there for 2
I've
days.
heard about jobs like that. I've been assholes.
Hey, look, bro, I already been there. I worked my I worked my 10 hours. So the guys that get off on Thursday, I'm handling their shit. So I'm going to let them handle my shit on
What
Friday.
y'all assholes? I remember one of my first jobs when I was working in security at the airport.
Yeah.
It was only 2 shifts out of the second shift, the closing.
Right.
I get to work. I always got to work early just to make sure because traffic I live so far away. I get there early. Okay, I try to hide, make sure the guys didn't see me. But then again, I always see like what can I expect. I'm there. I hide and I come back to my shift. I tell you, these people are so slow at working, searching vehicles, stuff like that. They will leave me a huge line of cars to search when I got there. Like normally it'll be like me because I always kept track how many cars I searched per hour, but like between 50 and 70 per hour. But again, they only came like 3 or 4 at a time.
Right.
I get there one day, and it's a whole stretch of a whole line of cars from the entrance while I searched them to I don't know how far back it goes up that ramp,
Damn.
up the ramp and around the corner. I'm like, dude, really? I see him working and he's moving slow.
He said, "I see him, see me."
I'm like, I hate it when they had officers do that. It just pissed me off.
I think I should probably stop doing that honestly because I've worked now that I've worked like the midnights and I kind of see what I leave over, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that does suck because like, bro, I'll be chilling, and in the middle of the day, I'll leave like 1 or 2 trucks. But then ever since I started working these midnights, these guys they're leaving like 6 trucks, bro, like ready for you to work your butt off. And like, so the more trucks you have, the longer you're gonna be there. So every time I like walk in, we all do a count of everybody who's there, and then I just go through and I'm counting every trailer, and I'm like, crap. And every single time I'm counting these by threes, I'm like, wow, this is another hour I'm gonna be here,
Yeah.
because who the hell's gonna work their butt off at 12:30 at night? Nobody. Everyone's gonna go at their own pace.
Look, you're just getting to work. All right, you just got a moment to settle in before you get so busy working and doing all this and that. I'm telling you.
Like I've split it up into because there's 4 shifts, technically 5, but there's 4 main ones. There's the 12:30 to 4:30. Well, 12:30 to 5:30. There's the 2:30 to 6:30. There's the 8 o'clock to 12. The 1:30 to 5:30, or sometimes 6:30, and then there's the 7 to 12. I've realized that these shifts go by like it goes from the laziest to the highest. The 12:30 is the highest. That's the everything's left. Like, bro, you need to get rid of this stuff right now, or we're gonna be backed up for the next 8 days. And then the 2:30 is we're kind of backed up, but if you don't finish your work, it's okay. 8 o'clock is you're gonna get some work done, but it's not gonna be enough. The 1:30 is probably the laziest people ever. Like, it's the middle of the day, and nobody wants to do anything. And it's so funny because like the 1:30 shift should be the guys that work the hardest,
Right.
because like they have everything. You know what I'm saying? They got everything that wasn't finished, and then they got brand new work. It's the middle of the afternoon, but instead it's like, yeah, we're gonna work for 2 hours. And then the last 3 hours, we're just gonna chill. We're just gonna sit here and stare at everything. And then the 7 to 11 is like the beasts that have to somehow work about 15 trucks in 5 hours. So then the night sort can have at least smoother sailing in like terms of 6 or 7. But yeah, no one ever works the night sort anymore besides like old heads and grandmas that for some reason are working harder than the dudes that are like 21, 23. Like, bro, I've seen like, bro, you ever go to like you ever go to the grocery store and your mom walks away or your aunt or walks away or whatever, and then the person you're in line, and then that lady starts going quicker, bro? That's the exact speed that these old ladies operate every minute of that shift, bro.
I see that
They
my job too.
just package, box, flip, scan, wrap. Like, bro, you would think these dudes is being like, and we're all getting paid damn near the same amount, but you would think these guys are getting paid like 20 an hour with benefits. And I'm like,
This is
and I'm looking, I'm like,
old to work with. He's like 62. He got a pacemaker and everything, heart issues, whatever.
oh
He
god,
does 5 days. He does full time, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday in the same place, same post every week, every day, and he works better than everybody else who comes in here.
These old heads, bro. I got this one dude. It's the funniest thing. His name is
Oh
Cletus.
God,
This dude, it's the funniest thing ever, bro. We at this point, everybody calls him like we call him the Amazon uncle
oh,
because he's like everybody's uncle, and this man works like slave owners, bro. Like people is like beating him before the shift or something, man.
wow.
Because like in these trailers, when it hit in the summer, it gets really, really hot in these trailers. I'm telling you, these are huge trailers full of boxes and this small packed, and it's just you inside the truck. This dude throws and then comes out of the trailer dripped in sweat. And we're just like, the thing is, you're supposed to leave every 30 minutes. You're supposed to come out of the trailer, take a break, and then go back in. This man doesn't take any breaks. This dude's killing 2 hour long trailers in like an hour 15 and then hopping into the next one. Like, I'm like, bro, everybody just calls him old man Cletus. And it was just like,
Nah, he ain't no old man. Way he moves.
oh, he's got like titanium rods in his fucking legs, bro. And it's like, this man is dangerous. Like, I'm like, bro, there's a lot of people I would fight at Amazon. But I'm like, but he's not one of those guys. Like, he may be double my damn age, but this man could probably suplex me through a couple of these boxes, bro. And I'm scared. I come to work fearful for my life because he's a really nice guy, but on those days where he points to people and he's just like, "Hey, hop in this truck with me." Your ass about to work for like 80, like you're about to work like a dog in there, bro. And if you don't keep up with his pace, bro, he gets pissed off. And I'm like, oh my god, like, bro, it looks like a goddamn like sweatshop in that bitch, bro. Like, I'm just like
the older workers, because they're from a generation of people who had to work for literally everything.
yeah, that man.
That's how
Dude, that man. And then what's worse is this man drives an hour from his house to the job when there's closer Amazons.
Why is that?
And
that is a common thing. Like, really,
I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
come to like drive an hour or so to work.
Like, this Amazon like 5 minutes from this dude's apartment. Like, he's literally told us, he's shown us the blueprints. We're like, why don't you just get transferred? He's just like, nah. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? I say, bring that energy to some people, to the hood where they need you people, because like they have these little ratings on each Amazon on like this chart where like which one's the fastest. We're the slowest Amazon damn near in the freaking county, bro. But the Amazon by his house is like the slow one. Like, it's like hey, you ordered your package, you ordered 2-day shipping. Guess when it's coming? 5 days. Like that energy, bro. And I'm like, bro, like Cletus, they could use your fucking flash fingers, bro. Like, please.
Bro, he can't save them, and then he goes there.
He could save them. He could save. I believe him by himself can increase productivity like 3 days pay. Like, you're gonna get your package on time. That type of energy. Like, no, these old heads are beasts. They're still like, I feel like they're being transferred from a 20-year-old into a 50-year-old body.
Oh.
Just ready to work.
Oh, you know what?
I'm taking him on a zombie apocalypse. Actually.
I want to ask you something. It's something I saw on Instagram, on Explore, on Amazon, policies, and stuff like that. Now,
there's a lot of shitty policies.
Yeah, I can see. Okay, yeah. I saw one thing. I don't know if you're not allowed to sit down, take a break, like that. There's something called hold on. There's something called
you gotta wear diapers.
TOT.
Yeah.
Task, whatever.
Talking about task. Yeah.
What's that about? Or are you legal
to
say it?
Well, the thing is, when it comes to Amazon facilities, there's 4 different type of facilities. There's probably more, but here's the 4 that I know. There's sort centers, there's fulfillment centers, there's general warehouse, and then there's Amazon, just the delivery service. Like, that's all they do. That only pertains to the Amazon general warehouse. I work at a sort center where all we do is throw packages on a damn line. The fulfillment center is the ones that work with like robots and throws all the. You do packages, but it's just not as big. They focus mostly on like building the trailers and sending them to other people. They send the trailers basically to us. And then the general warehouse is they work you like a dog. You get beat down in that
Oh
bitch.
no.
You're not allowed. You're not allowed to sit down. You're not allowed to crouch. You're not allowed to lean. In some Amazons, they actually make you put on diapers, bro, and you have to take a piss in them. You can't go to. You can't have bathroom breaks, and you're in trailers for like 10 hours straight, bro. Like some of those shifts go to 13. That is completely real, and it is the worst. Like honestly,
Bro, Jeff Bezos is tripping. He tripping.
I got off easy, man. Getting to because I've worked at a source center and a fulfillment center. Fulfillment centers they're a lot tougher, but you got to find your area where you like where you can work and be calm and stuff and see how big they are.
Yeah.
Source centers are just lazy. They don't really care what you do. Like they try to put rules on you, but like they'll be like, "Hey, get off that, stop bleeding," and then they'll walk away. And then if they come back and you're still bleeding, they're like, "Well, I tried, so I'm gonna leave." You know what I'm saying? And if you work at a sort center, like the same sort center, long enough, you're pretty much gonna be invisible after like a year. They're gonna be like, "All right, you know what? I've tried it for a year. He can't do it. He's not gonna do anything. You know what? He gets his job done. I'm gonna leave him alone. Fuck it."
Yeah, I get that same thing a lot. I do my job, they ain't gonna bother me, they don't talk.
Oh man, and it's funny because like I have about 80 million stories of managers that just like, and it's never the old managers because the old managers love me to death to the point where they let me do whatever the hell I want.
That's exactly how it is.
It's just it's just the new ones, man. Like let me tell you about this one time with this new guy. This happened. I think I might have told you about this, bro. It was during a night sort, and this was a while back. Yeah, but I might have told you. It was probably like 8 months ago, back when I was on the streak of getting that bread, and so I decided to work a night sort. I don't usually work them because I don't like to be anywhere past 7 o'clock. I like to be in my bed by that time where I'm watching TV,
Yeah.
and I decided to work it anyway because the TV show that I wanted to watch, I saw tapings for it, and I was like, whatever, I don't need to be there. So I'm working, and the shift is going good, and I start shaking up with one of my boys, and we're talking, and we're going through a truck, and this guy comes by, and he's just like, "Hey, is all you guys do is talk?" And it was just like, "Well, what do you mean?" And then he's just like, "You guys have been sitting here talking this whole time. Do we have an issue?" And I was like, "We don't have an issue." He's like, "Then why isn't anybody in the next truck?" I'm like, "There are girls in that truck right now." I said, "Bro, we're waiting for the next round." So I'm like, "You're not doing," and he went on a whole rant because it was telling him, he's like, "Bro, it's like we're sitting here waiting for our next assignment." And he just goes into a whole rant. Like as soon as he realized we were right, he goes into a rant about how we're just standing around waiting when we should be going to the work. And then I just cut up on him. I don't usually do it, but like it was just this old white guy, and I was just like, "You know what? You're not doing your job." I said, "You're supposed to be bringing these guys to us with multiple pallets so we can unload them and get this truck finished and out of here so you can be on time and we can be on time." I said, "How come you're not going over there doing your job and telling them?" And he's like, why do you think you know my job better than me?" I'm like, "Because I've been here longer than you." I said, "If you want me to pull the blueprints of the damn contract you and I both signed to join this place, I could show you your fucking job description, man." And then it was the funniest thing. He gave me the look like, "Bro, I don't like to ever use this. I don't ever like to say this, but he wanted to use the hard R, bro. It was so bad. He wanted to use it.
That is
Like he had that face where he's like, "Bro, I can say it right now and end this whole conversation." And then he just left, and I was just like, "What the hell?" He ended up going to the office and telling them to write me up, and that was even funnier because they called me over, and then when I came over, I knew all the guys there because all the guys. You don't start off as a manager position. You know what I'm saying? You don't start off as a manager position. You start as a regular worker, then you get to a manager. So when I went over there and all the guys that I know, because we came up together, he's like, "Jason, did they send you?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, bro, just go back to work. I don't care. Just go. I was like, thank you. I was like, let me know if I can leave early. Let's go. And I don't know, bro. At this point, it's just old heads. It's just old heads with attitude and with power. You know, you can't give certain people power.
I know exactly what you mean. Cause that can't be coincidence. Cause I've been doing the same thing for the past couple of months. It was like September last year, September, October. We got a new account manager to run the account. When he came in, they removed all the previous supervisors, almost except for one, and brought in a new team. But here's the thing.
Old new team.
Here's the thing. They got these new team. They done security, other places. They ain't do it downtown where I'm at. They ain't work down there. They just automatically became supervisors in an instant, just like that, the first day on the job. And then what? For the past like month or two, this guy I work with, like they don't like him because he's on his phone a lot, and he like me and him, we talk all the time. The difference is when me and him will work together, I see it firsthand. He works. I have him do all. I treat him like a young lion. I make him do all the work around the place. He works. But there's one new supervisor that came in like a couple months ago. He throws the biggest temper tantrums. He is so emotional about the job. Not about the job. He's emotional in general.
His name Matt.
Nah.
Is it Chad? Is it Joe?
I don't want to say. Well, Isaiah. I'm gonna call his name is Isaiah.
Isaiah. Oh God.
Yeah, he's a black guy too. I'm like, I know. And the thing is, I never get along with people same race, so I wasn't surprised why he acted that way. Was like when he saw us like together talking all the time, he always throw the fit and come up to us saying, "Why aren't y'all working?" We're literally standing in the center of the place, keeping an eye on everything, and there's nothing going on. All the cars there are parked. There's nobody standing around a lot besides us. We're just standing there talking in the center of the lot, watching everything, and then we're walking and talking, keeping an eye on everything. And he throws the biggest fits. I remember this one incident. First night I met him, he was throwing a fit about the guy being on his phone and us talking. That's the first time I met him. He don't know me. Cause I was on, we was at Revolution that weekend before when he first showed up. I didn't meet him to the following weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then he started throwing a fit about us talking, whatever. I said, who are you? Yeah, he introduced himself. I'm like, okay, nice to meet you. I'm David. I've been here for 3 years. There's a reason I've been here for 3 years. I've outlasted 20 plus supervisors. I know my job.
To 20, damn.
I've outlasted.
That's a flex.
I've been there. I outlasted hundreds of other officers that bought into work who have quit or been fired within a month or two.
Right.
I know my job. Don't come in here throwing a fit.
He said, right.
Don't for 3 years.
Do it to the young lions, man, not me. Come on.
Right, and I told him, with all due respect, let me do my job how I know how. If you got a problem, you go talk to the city. They know me. They know how I do. They have no problem with it. I've been here for this long for a reason, okay? And then he start doing a fit and stuff like that. Like, what? And he's like, fuck you. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm gonna ask you to give my life, your trust right now. Like, you should be working, going around to other posts, checking on other officers. So with your time, doing a temper tantrum with me. All right. Got it. And he said it again. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna call up the account manager. I know him. He knew my brother when he was working there. We close. They already know me. All right. So I got no problem giving somebody a call and know they got some dude acting up. I ain't want to snitch. I'll give them a second chance, but he was out of line, especially for a guy we just met each other right off the bat.
Right.
That was out of line. That was fucked up. Like, I have no problem putting even if they're a supervisor above me, I have no problem putting them in their place right there on the spot. They know they shouldn't have been acting that way. He knows he was wrong.
You know, honestly, it's to the point where I treat the new managers the exact same way. I give them a week. I don't make eye contact with them. I don't talk to them unless they come by and and if they want to introduce themselves and all that stuff. Then of course I'll be like, "Yo, what's up? How's it going?" And I'll immediately ask them, "Why'd you want to, come to Amazon and hang with us, and then I'll proceed to, slide in the fact that I've been there for over 2 years. Get them that like,
Too
hey,
nice. You too nice. You're better than
I can't put my fist down. Your situation is different because like you have a job where you're like, I do this shit better than anybody. At Amazon, bro, they replace people fast, like real fast. Like, bro, I've seen people get fired in spans of a week, and I've seen people not come back in a span of 2 hours.
no, I would
Just because
if
the job is hard.
I see a supervisor, I'll nod my head or say hello. They're walking by, but then
Right.
so I ain't talking to you unless there's something going on where I'm supposed to call you. I ain't talking to you. All right.
Oh,
And then
I can't keep my guard ain't always up. I not always.
like because I don't like being interrupted with what I'm doing when I'm working. Like
Yeah, no, I get you. I mean, it's strictly professional for you. I mean, when you get to 3 years at this point, you got to know what you're doing, man. Like, come on, like, you gotta. So I just feel like honestly, man, once they ask you how long you've been there and they say 2 years, man, just walk away. You know what I'm saying? Just keep walking.
but
Like,
here's the thing, but in our cases or my case, it's the age gap.
right, yeah. That is definitely a thing that
I've been
strongly dislike.
I've been doing this as soon as I turned 18. I went down my license. I've been doing this since I'm 21 now. When people find out my age, they just lose it and just no, he's a kid. He don't know what he's doing. I've been here long. I know.
Let's keep this going. I'm gonna send you 10. Let's keep this going.
What?
I said let's keep it going. I'll send you 10.
Good.
Honestly, man, it's like I think that's one of the biggest things that I strongly don't like about this new age type of thing. People when they immediately, see that you got a age gap, they automatically feel like I get it, they are older, but they just feel like they're more in charge of you. And I just don't understand that feeling. I mean, because I'll say every single manager that I have at Amazon is probably 25 and up. Some are 23, some are my age, and some are like, hell, some of them are like 38 or 40, but those guys aren't in my area. They're like in the office sitting there on their computer doing their thing. But the ones that do see that age gap, I don't know. I think, like I said, in life, you can't give certain people power. And I don't want to say this for the most, but when it comes to black managers, I've always had decent experiences with them. I've never had a black manager like, hey, come on, man. Like, I just met a dude that's very nice. He's African. I met him like, I'd say 3 months ago. I never said nothing to him, and he's never said anything to me. But just 2 weeks ago, he called me over and he was like, hey, can you move these pallets and can you move that stuff? And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. I was in the area and I was like, yeah, I'll help you out. I move all the pallets over. I move everything over. And he comes back over to me and he's just like, hey, he's like, I've heard, I've seen you work and I've heard from other people around here that you've been here for over 2 years and stuff. He's like, that's why I had to call you over because I knew you were going to get the job done. He's like, if you want to leave that area right now and come over here and help me, he's like, you can get these pallets done and we'll make your night real easy. And I'm just like, why can't people be like you? And I'm just like, because they're like, it's weird because I told him I was like, I would come over. I said, but I already promised this one dude that I'd help him with this trailer. And I said, but once I'm done helping him and clearing the pallets, I'll come over here and I'll help you with whatever you have left. And he's like, bet, cool. We shook up and I kept it walking. And the minute I get back over to the area with this other dude, this tall white manager, and not saying that he's a bad guy because he's Caucasian, I don't care, but it's the age gap because he's 28 and he's just like, hey, what do you need to get back over here to this trailer and help this guy. I was like, what do you think I'm going? I said, you're kind of blocking my way, bro. And he's just like, and I said it in a joking way where I was like, yeah, man. I was like, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get past you so I can get right there, the guy you're blocking right now. And he's just like, yeah, man, he said, we just can't have people leaving, to do whatever. And I was like, oh, I wasn't leaving doing whatever. I was taking the pallets over to that guy because you're not doing your job because you're down all the way in the other lane talking to 3 girls that don't want to sleep with you. And it was the funniest thing ever, bro. Because because you know how I am when I do jokes. I'm very like subtle with it.
Yeah.
I'll say it. I'll just say it right there. So he didn't know if I was like coming for him or if it was just like ha 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 ha. But like he had that face where he was trying to figure it out, and I was just like, I'm just playing, man. I'm just playing. I just walked past him. He's just looking at me like just flabbergasted. He's like,
see, that's how you're better than me because I would have flat out said it, attitude and all. All right.
The only reason I just feel, I'm not gonna lie, it may sound kind of psychotic, but if you do it my way, that's gonna hurt them more in the long run, bro. Because if you say it, they're gonna be like, blah, 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 blah. But if you say it in my way, they're gonna think about it and they're gonna be like, this man insulted me and I let him get away with it.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, you're completely right. But if I do my way, just flat out attitude, everything is a sign. Don't fuck with me. All right, leave me alone. Let me do my thing.
Man, I don't know. I mean, let me see, how old am I? In the 7 years that I've worked, in the 5 years, I was about to put extra info on the 5 to 6 years that I've been working. I've only ever cursed out. I've cursed out 2 guys. The one situation that happened recently because I got fired, and he said he said some things. But the first one was probably my favorite. I worked.
You did some things.
Well, I worked. It was an interesting situation because it was kind of my fault, but at the same time, it wasn't my fault. So I just turned 19, and I just worked. I just started with Amazon, and I was like, let's get it going. And I worked for about 8 months, I'd say 8 to 9 months. I got my foot in. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm doing at that point, but like I could get some room for improvement. Everybody needs it, in like the first year. And so basically there was a way you're supposed to do things. You're supposed to move pallets in a certain area, and then you're supposed to get it out in a certain time. So then, it was only specifically for the same day delivery people. Yeah. You're supposed to get it in the truck. You're supposed to get it going. You're supposed to sign a paper for a guy, and he's supposed to take it and leave. So I take everything and I leave, and I get to the guy. I fill all the trucks in. I sign the paper for him, and he's just like, hey, man, I think you're missing a box. And I was like, how many boxes are on there? And he was like, 199. Now I know there's supposed to be 200 boxes on there, and I'm like, well, what happened to the box? And he's just like, I don't know. And I'm just like, well, I said, I'm not in charge of that or the account. I'm just in charge of filling the trailers. I said, you can either talk to him, you can talk to her, or you can leave. And he left, did not care, didn't give a damn. He just walked away and left. So I'm eating lunch in the break room, and this guy, this big old white dude, cowboy hat type dude, runs to my table while I'm on break. And you know me, I'm goofy as hell, so I'm over there telling jokes, not even seeing the angry man coming towards me. I got like
I'm just shoulder.
No, I got like one of those, those Hostess cupcakes.
Yeah.
I'm eating one, right? And he comes and just slams his hand on the table, and I'm like,
who the fuck?
I'm like, what the like I'm like mid chew, and I'm just like, I said, what's going on, boss? Because everybody called him Captain, because I don't know why he wanted to be called Captain. I think his real name is like Marcus or something. I don't know. They've told me his name like a million times, and I'm just like, don't know him. I just called him Cowboy Bob, and he was just like, did you sign off on this package that said clearly 200, but it was only 199 in there? And I was like, yes, I did. And he's like, you fucking idiot. Like, just right there, loud. and this is break room on break, so everybody's in the break room. Like you got 500 Amazon employees in one break room, and he's just like, "Wow, you fucking idiot!" Whole lunchroom goes quiet, and he's just like laying into me about how I'm not supposed to do that and how I'm not supposed to do everything. So I take it. You know what I'm saying? I know when I'm wrong, and I know when I should have done something. And, in the way he explained it, I was like, you know what? I said, this is my bad. I said, if you need to write me up, I'd understand. This is a mistake for me, and like usually it doesn't happen like this. Next time, I'll come and get you. He doesn't stop. He just keeps on going. Like you ever give some people, you ever be like, hey, my bad, man, this one's on me, and they just keep going just because they can.
Yeah.
This man went in on me, and it went from like me not knowing how to do my job to me being a fucking simpleton. And he was just going in. He's like, this is your first fucking day on the job, you fucking idiot. You're stupid, bro. You're dumb. You're not supposed to do this shit. So I get pissed off, and I get up and I just stand up and I say, you're not going to talk to me any type of fucking way. Just because you're an old fucking man and I'm a 19-year-old kid doesn't mean I won't go right now and kick your ass in the parking lot, old man. And everybody at this point is just staring. And now all of a sudden, when I stand up and I look at him, all these managers pop out of the fucking wind, bro. Like, I'm talking 2 out of the break room, 2 from the skies. You ever seen those spy movies where like 8 people fall down? It just surrounded me. And like this guy, this really nice guy, John, he was just like, Jason's like, calm down. And I was like, no, I'm not going to calm down. I said, I know I made a mistake. I know I signed off on papers. I know it was bullshit, but I said sorry. I told you I would correct it. And it was one fucking time. I'm not going to let this old fucker tell me what the hell I'm doing in my fucking job. I get it. I was wrong, but learn to shut the fuck up, bro. And he was just like, you're not going to talk to me any type of way. And I kind of knew a little dirt on him because everybody talked about him, and he has a daughter that went to school with everybody in college with us. So, and I kind of heard that he had a divorce going on. So I kind of I said, and it was the worst thing I could have said. Like, looking back on it, bro, I'm so embarrassed that I said it. I was like, the reason I said, the reason that you keep yelling at me and going in on me is because you realize your wife and your daughter, you can't yell at them anymore because they're out of your fucking life. And I can see fucking why. You're a pathetic old man and you deserve to be fucking alone. And it was just, whoa, bro. I let out my inner white dude or something. Like I was finna shoot at the school.
Let out your black.
Like, no, I felt more like school shooter type white guy. You know what I'm saying? Like Timmy in the corner when he's just, enough is enough, and pulls out the Glock. But like, bro, he looked at me like he wanted to swing on me, and I was ready, dude. I like right there. I was so angry because I don't get angry often, but right there, I was like, "Fuck you, bro." I said, "You can't lay into me," because I knew my mistake, but I was like, "Bro, stop it! Like you've done enough." Like you see that Simpsons joke, and like when he's just like, "Stop! He's already dead." Like that was me, and he just kept laying in. After that, bro. First off, I got rid of. For 2 things. You get 3 strikes in Amazon for rid ups. The first rid up was because of my mistake I made. I said, okay, fine, I'll take that. The second was threatening an officer, not even an officer, threatening a higher up in some type of domestic violence. And I was just like, whatever, on site. And after that, bro, it was funny. He stayed for like a year and a half. We never really talked, but he did end up leaving to go find another job. And it was just so weird, you know, man, because I want to, you know, the inside of me wants to apologize, but then the outside of me, I'm just like, that man fucking deserved that, man. I was like, and I never apologized to him. You know, he actually recently did come back to Amazon. They offered him an office spot because he did put in a lot of work. He was there for like 5 years. So he put in a whole bunch of work, and now he's doing office. You know, and I pass him once in a while, but we never make any type of contact. I never have to go to the office for anything. So That's my story, man. I hate to vent everything on there, but geez, man, I you can't see that's probably why I have that whole thing on age gap. This is what workers need to understand, or especially managers or general managers, or even when you hire associates. Just because you're older doesn't mean you personally are in charge of these guys.
Right.
You're in charge of the job they do, and you're in charge of how fast they do it. You're not in charge of telling people to do specific things just because you're older than them. Me, I could have done a little better. I could have ended up not doing what I did, and I could have got a manager and did everything, but I didn't. I made a mistake. And him laying into me for the first half of that, I was like, okay. I said I deserve this. I said I'm 19. I'm 9 months in. I don't know what to do. I knew I was gonna get rid up, and I was like, fine. I said he can yell at me, and plus, when he was yelling at me, you know what I'm saying. People were looking, but everybody was like, well, this happens. It's whatever. That's why none of the managers like jumped on him when he was yelling at me because they were like, he's kind of right, Jason. You kind of fucked up, and I was like, fine, fuck it, I'll take it. But when you start coming for me, bro, on a personal level, I'm like, all right, come on, man. Shouldn't have brought up his divorce though. I should have talked about like his cowboy hats or something. But like, nah, laying into a guy about his divorce and his daughter that is a stripper now, might I add, and works OnlyFans. It's not bad.
I never OnlyFans sent in my way.
Oh Jesus Christ, bro! You do not want it, bro, because she is a he now. So
edit that part out probably. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, wow. I mean, shout out to Nick. Yeah, so
Yo.
good stuff. So, yeah, man, I think that's it for my rampage. You got anything you want to add when it comes to this age restriction so we can wrap this up?
I mean, I'm like you. I'll keep things on professional, just business. And again, just don't come for me because I'm not gonna take it lightly. You can write me up, you can fire me. I don't give a fuck. I'll go off once I hear that word. You're fired. I'll take the uniform off and I'll walk. I'll leave. I'll stop right there and leave.
But I know it's probably a rarity and it won't happen because you are very good at your job. But what happens if you're wrong? Would you allow them to lay into you a little bit, even like you're wrong about something? Like, say you had to sign off on like 18 cars, but you accidentally drop 3 of them, and they lay into you on that. Would you let them like when you know you're wrong, or how do you say it? How would you handle that situation?
Where I work now,
right?
If I does it wrong, if they try to lay into me like how you did, I'll like immediately cut them off, let them know. Yeah, like once they start ranting, going off, I'll like,
right.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Yeah, I know I was wrong. I messed up. I won't make a mistake again. But if they try to keep going, I will walk off. I'm not gonna stand there and take it. Now,
right. Okay.
If this was at my old job at the airport while I was searching the vehicles,
right.
Yeah, I would just no. Don't if they try to rant at me or yell at me, whatever, all that crap, same thing. Take my uniform off and leave. They don't have to say the words "you're fired." Once they start taking the shirt off, the badge off, I'm leaving because I know I fucked up that situation in the airport. You know, the facility, terrorist attacks, stuff like that. You gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Like, no, don't even waste your breath trying to yell at me like that. I'm just leave. Okay, they would have fired me right away anyway for ranting there because it was strict as hell. It was always on my neck every day, every hour. That's why I decided not to go back.
I think it might have been a young guy thing. It might have been like a young J-Dub thing because like I was very clumsy and I paid attention, but I should have paid more attention. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody gave me a book and they were just like, read chapters 1 through 15. Instead of reading chapters 1 through 15, I'm probably going to read chapters 1 through 10 and then skim to 15.
I'll get paid for it. I'll read it.
Yeah, that should have been my mindset. But when you're 19, bro, and I just got out of high school, so the only thing on my mind was hoes and females and money but not really money. It was money, but like I don't need this job type of money. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought my mom was gonna support me for the rest of my life and I wouldn't have to pay anything. I was like, yeah, I got a savings account now. I was a brat. I was a
Once
brat.
I turned 18, got a job. My first year, up until I turned 19, I was still very green, new. I didn't.
Oh,
I still had that kid mentality, the child.
oh man,
I
I should have grew out of it by 19, bro. Because I've been working since I've been 16, bro. So like, I should have got out of that. I don't know why I didn't, but I was like, fuck it, who cares,
Once
right?
I turned 19, got into my second year working. I was like, you know what? I need to grow up. I need to get my shit straight. I still ain't got my savings straight. Remember, I told you I was in the negatives for my savings. I don't know how that was possible.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
I'm
I
slowly.
mean, look, I don't know what purchases you be making.
I don't know. I was in the negatives in my savings account.
I don't know how the fuck that happens either. That's crazy. Like maybe your regular account, but your savings. I've only been in the negative one time, bro. And after that one time, I made it a goal to never get into the negative again because that's just depressing.
I get my regular account. I get my negatives like once every couple of months, probably. It's not even that much.
Bro,
At most like $30. I remember
you
this case recently. I think I told you I was in negatives. They pulled money from my savings automatically to reach.
what account? Your accounts are linked?
Yeah,
Oh
they
hell
pulled
no!
money out of my savings to put it into my checking, and that put me in.
That's actually hilarious.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you. That's messed up, but that's really funny. I I don't know, man. I can't like in my terms of like savings and stuff, bro. Like I'm getting irritated because I keep pulling out of it, and I hate pulling out of my savings. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I keep doing it, but I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna be in work every day. Because guys, don't let your savings account go to zero when you work so hard to get it up. Because at that part, man, it's just bad. I mean, you see it. I mean, that guy's has gone to the negative every other month, and I'm in $2,000 worth of debt. We're not the best guys at these decisions, but hey, look at us now. We're doing a YouTube
still
channel.
getting checks,
We're doing
still getting money.
we're doing a YouTube channel that'll hopefully become profitable, so then we can quit our jobs. But all right, man. Well, this is fun. I'm not gonna lie. This is another great episode of me venting and you venting. You know what I'm
All
saying?
this DJ and J rant about work.
Oh God, like this used to be bro code. You know, next time we'll have. You know, no, actually, I was gonna say next time we'll have better topics, but we'll probably keep doing this if we're being honest. So, all right, guys. Me and DJ, we got to get off. You know, we got to go make some money and pay off our issues, hopefully. But maybe, you know, maybe. So, all right, man. This has been episode 4, Bro Code Convos, and it will be uploaded shortly, sooner rather than later. Yep. And this has been it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
DJ, any last words?
Nope, I got nothing. Just don't.
Then
Okay, anybody listen? Do not be like us. Don't be like us. All right.
yeah. Handle your lives better. All right, we're out of here. Thank you.